Alright, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we'll bring you back-to-back updates and information as the hot. In case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first. So correct them. Alright, as it be, the information reaching us, we say the IPOB members have declared 30 days sit at home. Of which we are still yet to find out the reason why this 30 days sit at home has been declared. Of course, you know that this struggle has been divided from one place to the other. We now have the Biafra Republic government in exile. We now have the indigenous people of Biafra, and we also have the USB, the United States of Biafra. And these factions are being run by different set of people. Everybody was under the IPOB before the extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria, which brought about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu second in command, Simon Ekpa, who created the Biafra Republic government in exile, of which other nations that seceded from their main nation had undergone. There are a lot of nations like that, which we have the examples of them, which were under republic government in exile before they had their independence. And when Mazi Simon Ekpa saw such example and saw how it yielded results, he decided to follow suit on that particular example, of which around last year, November last year, they were gearing up to declare the independence of Biafra, of which after that they would enter into the United States of Biafra. And after that, before that convention that was supposed to, usher in the United States of Biafra, Simon Ekpa was arrested also in Finland, of which he is still in detention in Finland. If you check it from that November till date, it is up to 7 months that Ekpa was arrested in Finland, of which the Finland government said that he's undergoing interrogation, of which that interrogation we are yet to know, what the result of the interrogation as the case may be. Now, after that, through the office of the ADPM, Ngozi Orabueze, who declared the United States of Biafra, and a lot of people, some people like Sonny Akparawa, Ogenkere, and Vam has kicked against that particular USB, still letting the people know that they are still under the United, who kicked against that particular faction. And Akparawa and the rest of them maintain that they are supposed to still remain under the umbrella of the Biafra Republic government in exile, and they believe that should be the original whatever that should be followed according to them. But as it is now, the IPOB members, in their own wisdom, have also declared a sit at home, which they call 30 days sit at home. But before that, let me bring you this particular information and the grievances of the IPOB members. Just pay attention. IPOB activists are routinely targeted with swift and forceful action, CSO accuses security agencies. Civil society organizations, CSOs, across the southeast region of Nigeria have accused security agencies of operating with a bias, alleging that while indigenous people of Biafra activists are routinely targeted with swift and forceful action, armed herdsmen responsible for violent attack on communities are ignored. In a joint statement, the CSOs, so you have that big lamentation coming up from the indigenous people of Biafra, and that's very true because you see these herdsmen, they do their operation and go scot-free, nobody disturbs them. The government, I have not seen the government talk about these people, and somehow it seems as if the government of the day is so much afraid of talking about this particular set of people, or maybe they are gaining something from them. That's why a lot of people feel that this is a politically injected matter into the society. Because if not, why would the government not come up with a means of eradicating these herdsmen, a means of putting them to where they belong? All right, another accusation has been leveled on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is behind the NSAS killings. Ipob reader response in new video. A lot of people have accused Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of being behind the NSAS protest. And if actually, okay, let's agree that Kanu is behind the NSAS process. Remember that the NSAS was all over Nigeria. Everybody protested in Nigeria, both in Abuja, both in Lagos State, both in okay, let me use the south geopolitical zone, the southeast geopolitical zone, the southwest geopolitical zone, the north geopolitical zone. Everybody there, the protests went all over the 36 states of Nigeria, including the Federal Capital Territory. And you know, Nigerians and their law system are shooting themselves on the leg, and they are also letting people to know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has that power, that willpower. He exercises that authority over the whole Nigeria, and if that is so, Kanu should be the president of Nigeria because he has that power to influence every single citizen in Nigeria. The protest was not just done by the youth, it was done by both Dick, Tom, and Harry, as far as Nigeria is concerned. And these people are saying that Kanu was actually the one that influenced the NSAS protest. What was the NSAS protest about? It was about justice, fairness, ending police brutality. And that particular protest was what brought about the end SARS. Actually, the name, that acronym SARS, was actually ended. Even though they are operating now in a new uniform called SWAT and Operation this and Operation that, but that particular acronym SARS was actually ended, and that is to show you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu exercised a bigger authority. No president, as far as Nigeria is concerned, has been able to exercise such authority. No president, as far as this nation is concerned, has been able to exercise the kind of authority that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu exercised. And you should know that these politicians are shooting themselves on the leg. They are just, letting us to know that Tinubu does not have any power. That even Buhari, I think the NSAS protest was during the time of Buhari, that Buhari does not even have any power, that the power resides with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that is why when we are calling him Ohanezendigbo one of Ndigbo, and whatever name that is allocated to him, he merits it. All right, as it be, let's still go back to the information. In Ebonyi State, ex-warlords in Ebonyi State embraces peace. Move through monitoring the repentant warlords during their graduation. Former fighters surrender arms, get amnesty training, empowerment from government in Abakaliki. They were recently granted amnesty by Ebonyi State Governor Francis Nwifulu following a crisis between their community in Ebonyi and a neighboring community in Cross River State. The 51 repentant fighters who were tagged vigilantes by the state government and security agencies which granted them the amnesty as well as trained and empowered them with 2 million each were arrested, prosecuted, and detained in prison for years during the escalation of the crisis between the Igbo people of Biasi local government area of Cross River State, and a Koli Eda community in Eda local government area of Ebonyi State. But the repentant warriors said after risking their lives for the community, they are being rewarded with threats, petitions, allegations, and all forms of intimidation by some members of the community, especially those that sabotaged their efforts when they were defending the community. There was tension in the community recently at a Thanksgiving program organized by the former fighters when suspected political thugs stormed the Egbebu playground venue of the event to disperse those that had come for the program. Suspected political thugs dismantled canopies mounted for the program. They also threw away plastic chairs and spoiled decoration of the event. All right, my point is on the, the 2 million each that we are giving to these people. It should come to your notice that the government of Nigeria has not one day, or any state government has not one day appreciated academic excellence or appreciated citizens who are making sure that the country is in peace. But over time, and time without number, the government has so much appreciated insecurity, appreciated those who are in the issue of terrorism. The federal government have done it time without number by declaring amnesty for the BH boys, reinfusing them into the community, and some of them were even assimilated into the army and other security forces, and so we are giving money to start life afresh. Does it mean that what pays now is insecurity? Alright, this is where I'll be winding down the curtain, and if this is your first time of joining us, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you'll be the first to collect it. Thank you for listening. God bless you.